Hi everybody, Liran Koren back again with another tip that I'm giving up to you, and I think you're gonna love it. It helped me generate a lot of deals for me, and this is the niche where you can find public notices the same day they are filed. So if you're looking for pre-foreclosure notices, or you're looking for probate notices, right? You're looking to find a personal representative or estates, I can show you how you can do it faster and more efficient than anybody else, and by that have an advantage over your competition. So stay tuned, because I'm going to show you exactly what I do with the data and how I automate it, and later on I'm going to show you how I create deals with it as well when people contact me back. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe, because I'm actually bringing up more and more stories along that video. So here, let's go to my computer and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Okay, so let's jump into the data. Let's jump into my computer, where I want to show you a very important website and a great source for information in general. It's called Florida Public Notices. Okay, over there you can find all sorts of public legal notices, including probates, foreclosures, estates. The idea behind it is it's actually mandatory for the plaintiff, whoever is initiating the legal proceeding, to advertise the ad on the newspaper. It's been a common practice even for foreclosures. Before 45 days before they actually have to schedule the property for sale, they have to publish it on the newspaper, letting know the public that this property is going to get sold, and if anybody has any claim against that property, they have time to do so. And that's why it's a requirement to actually publish it on the newspaper, because other parties might have a claim for that property or for that estate or for whatever case it is. The legal procedure is actually to post a notice. And all of those notices on the newspaper, the way people used to buy real estate is to actually look at the newspaper, wait for it, and then, for example, when you see a probate, they would actually get information of the personal representative, and they would get information of the attorney, and they would be able to, at that point, make a contact and try to see if they can buy the property or can offer any other win-win business solution to that person. So those notices are very, very important, because they give you information, and information, it's commodity. If you know about somebody who is liquidating an asset, or is going through a probate or a foreclosure, or anything that you're looking for, anything that you're focusing, you can find it in a public notice. You don't have to look farther than that. Okay, so you can actually see that, and I'm going to show you right now how it looks like and how you can break down the data. Again, always I'm trying to teach people how to break down the data, not just to look at the data, to understand what the data means. And once you understand what the data means, then you can actually come up with an action plan. And when you have an action plan for each data field, then you actually can replicate it and do it in hundreds of thousands, especially if you're marketing, and especially if you're looking to buy real estate. And a lot of people who are wholesalers and people who are buying off-market properties, this is where they're looking at. They're looking at the newspaper notices, and then they're trying to contact the relevant parties in order to create a deal. And I'm going to show you how it looks like. I'm just going to make a simple search, okay, for the last day, the 14th to the 15th. Okay, it's only one day, and I'm going to take all the counties into consideration. And my keyword is going to be probate, just for that example. And I'm going to show you what kind of information we're going to get and how we can use that information. Most importantly, how we can use that information to generate business, to buy properties, and to have an advantage over our competition. So this source is very, very important to begin with, just to understand what the data is, where it is, and what it means for us. And I'm going to conduct a search right now. And I'm gonna get 168 records. Okay, that's one day of searching all the counties in Florida for a probate keyword, with all the notices that exist, coming with the newest first, going to the oldest. So if we take an example, you have all sorts of cases here that are actually giving you the notice, and you can read. And let's take this example. this is a notice in Jacksonville, okay, in Duval County. And as you can see, it was the notice was on October 15. And this is an estate probate filing, meaning that there might be a property inside that estate that need to be liquidized. And this is where you get the information of the relevant parties to that estate. And who are the relevant parties? And it's very, very important to identify them, okay? So I'm going to start identifying the parties, and I'm going to show you what's more important and what's less important as well. So basically you have the personal representative. This is the person that most people are looking for because they are responsible for the estate. They actually have the power to decide together with the other people on the estate. They are the decision makers, basically. They represent the estate. They are the one that actually made the petition for that estate. And what they want to do, they want to liquidize whatever there is in the estate. So let me just go back a little bit. A probate case is when somebody is died and left assets behind him. It could be money, it could be properties, it could be bank accounts, etc., etc. And nobody can touch it without actually filing a probate. Okay, so when you file a probate, when the family files a probate, the petitioner is probably related to the family and have a power to file for probate in accordance with the will. But when they file for probate, they actually say they follow. Hey, our father has died, or mother, we are entitled for the estate. The estate includes a property, some money, and etc., etc., and might also include some debt. And that comes into the probate, and the judges to approve it. Okay, and during that process, the public gets a notice, basically telling them, "Hey guys, there is an estate that is going to get liquidized. If you have any claim against that estate, you have time to do so, and you are notified, and you have, as you can see, you have like within a letter of 3 months after the date of the first publication." Okay, so they give you time to actually say, "I have a claim too," if you do have a claim, okay, against the estate. That's the purpose of the notice, to give other parties the opportunity to make a claim, and that's a part of the legal procedure. And that's why people are looking for those notices all the time, and that's why they actually call it as a very, very hot leads, because the personal representative here might just want to liquidize the property and get a share part of the inheritance with the other kids or the family, and they don't have any interest in most cases to become realtors or real estate professionals. They just want to move on with their life. In most cases, those properties are been vacant for a while and need renovations, and they just bring bad memories. So it makes a lot of sense for them to sell the property. So the personal representative is the hardest commodity when people are looking for probates. And also another point of data is the attorney for the personal representative. So basically you have all the information that you need almost in order to create an efficient contact with any of those parties at the right time, right? It's very important that we actually look at the data, know what to do with it, and actually come up with a course of action very, very quickly. So we're going to have an edge over our competition. That's the whole idea here, okay? Everybody can see this data, but I don't know how many people can handle, okay, 168 records. 168 records per day, meaning that you have thousands per month, okay, if you want to target for only probates. You already have leads, thousands of leads per month. If I'm going to scan it tomorrow, I'm going to have another 200, another 60, another 180. So what I'm going to do about it, just look at the data and see how much data I have? No, you're going to have to come up with a solution that's going to give you an edge over your competition. And right now I'm going to explain you how am I doing it in terms of data. The opportunity is buying the property if they have a property with the estate, okay? And you want to be the first in line. You don't want other people that are looking at the notices come and say, "Oh, I want to pick up my line, I'm going to call, and I'm going to start getting the deals myself." You want to be before them. That's the idea here. How can you be before anybody else? How can you be in the door before anybody else? That's the most exciting thing for me to teach. So the way I do it and the way I manipulate the data is I actually scan the data every single day, and I have a course of action of what I'm doing with the data. So every single day I'm doing something with it, and I'm actually communicating my message to the relevant parties. And the way I do it with a lot of automations, and I do it in a way that other people cannot do it. And let me show you what I mean by that. Cannot do it, when I say it, is because I'm kind of a computer guy and I like to everything automate. So I'm gonna clear that for a second. I don't wanna overwhelm you. So I'm gonna take it into the next part of what am I doing with the data that we are looking over here, right? If I'm going back and I'm scanning right now, I don't know about even, let's say, 15 days, okay, of data, I'm gonna get 841 records. Yes, I wanna know who's the petitioner, and I wanna contact them as well, the personal representative. I wanna contact them, or maybe I wanna send them a letter, or maybe I wanna call them, right? And I wanna maybe speak with the attorney and say, hey, you know, I have the funds to buy whatever properties you have, and I like this property, and I wanna buy this property. You just send them a letter, an email, fax, or you know. So you have all the information, right? And the notice is in October 15. So, you know, not a lot of people had the opportunity to do search for that specific keyword and to look for all of the counties in Florida in that specific date, and also to create a course of action and do something with it. It's very unlikely. And because it's unlikely, that's what gives you the opportunity to become a smarter investor, or, you know, have smarter processes that you can automate, okay? And the idea is to actually use your time in the most effective way possible. And it's very simple. You know, if you can do within half an hour, it's like you can do 100 times more than you can do a day. It's like you, in 3 or 4 days, you can do what you can do in a year. So just think about that. Time is the ultimate formula here that you have to beat all the time, because you have to be more efficient, you have to be faster, and you have to actually know what you're doing. So all of this might be a little bit overwhelming to somebody who's not actually doing automations and not using data, and you can get lost with it. So I'm trying to make organization, I'm trying to create processes that can help you, okay, perfect this process. And I'm gonna take you again to my Excel spreadsheet here, and I'm gonna scan this last day that we looked before, 168 record. I'm going to do the same search here, and I already created something that's going to take all the information that I need, okay, into my Excel spreadsheet. So it's going to be more convenient for me to work on it. So once I click here, okay, another web page opens up, and this opens up here. It's working on the background, and you see what happens. Start scanning the spreadsheet, and the spreadsheet starts filling up. So I'm going to show you how it looks. It's going page by page right now, okay? It's scanning all the data that I need from each and every case, including fields that I already predefined, because I'm going to use them for my mail merge when I send letters. So I actually did my research, and I knew exactly how I'm going to target those people and what message I'm going to bring, and that helped me do my research, capturing the fields that I need for my specific niche here. And I'm going to go back to the Excel spreadsheet here, and I'm going to show you that the information are being collected for me here, and I don't need to do anything else right now. So talking about getting 50 hours work of labor into 20 minutes or half an hour, this is exactly what I meant by that. Hey guys, if you like this video and you want to learn more about becoming a real estate expert, please be sure to subscribe. You can also go to my website, lirankoren.com, and get your free 1-hour course. And if you have any questions or comments, please be sure to make them, and I will respond as fast as I can. In the meantime, happy investing, everybody.